Right. It is tough to talk about, but unfortunately a lot of us have to do it at some point. How do you talk to your own parents, maybe your grandparents, about taking away the keys when you really know that they're too old to drive? We have Dr. Whitman here to kind of help us understand exactly how serious this is first and foremost. So many accidents with folks older, 70 and older.
Well, the truth of the matter is there are many more fatality accidents percentage-wise in seniors 70 years of age and older than in any other age group. You know, teens have more accidents, but if seniors are in an accident, it's more likely to be a fatality accident. So it's a serious issue.
Right. So when do our eyes start to deteriorate that we might need to start kind of watching our parents' actions? And what would be the first trigger to be like, you know, something's up with you? Well,
we first start to see problems when we're in our 60s, and that's when we start, and for most people that's when we'll start developing some cataract changes. And what we need to watch for is arguments about, you know, the colors are not right. In other words, you know, mom painted the house and had an argument with the painter because they couldn't agree on the color, and so our colors get less vivid as we start to develop cataracts. You may notice your parents don't want to drive at night, and that's because we get more glare from lights coming at us as we start to develop cataracts. And perhaps you don't read street signs as well. Maybe you notice a few dents on mom and dad's car, and they don't really know how they got there. So that's when you need to start saying, hey, time for that. You know, at Key Whitman we say everybody 50 years of age and older, that's the time you start needing that annual eye exam. Annual eye exam. And this is personal for you. You've actually gone through this with your mom. How did you tell your mom, hey, you know, I love you, you're everything to me, but I'm going to have to take away some of your independence? Well, having that talk is very important, and we find that, and what I did with my mother is we did it before she needed it and was having problems. And so we advise people, have the talk before you need the talk. In other words, everything's fine, their mental status is good, their health is good, and they're not having driving problems, but you need to have that talk that, you know, if you're having a problem, I want you to come to me and talk to me about it, and I want to be able to come to you and talk about it. Absolutely. And once you see a problem with your eyes, say cataracts, for example, how fast do your eyes deteriorate? Is it fast? Is it slow? You know, very good question, in that it actually is very, very slow. You start to notice maybe some color changes. Maybe you're starting to notice a little glare. But unfortunately, it is a slow change, and unless you have them checked regularly, in other words, go into the office and have them checked, you may not know until you're really already having a bad problem already. And we know the most frequent reason for being a poor driver for seniors is cataracts, and it's treatable, and it's very easy to treat these days. Okay, well, thank you so much. We used the creative thing in our household. We told the grandpa that the insurance company wouldn't insure him anymore. He believed it, and that's how they yanked the keys away. But it was a tough thing to do. We appreciate your perspective. Thanks, Dr. Whitman. You're welcome. All right, over to you, Marcus.
All right, Shelley.